return to kick versus the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
What was that moment like? And then it looked like you hold some franchise record as far as like a kick return average in 2014 and punt return average in 2015. Do you still hold those records?
I think so.
Yeah, what was that like, holding those records, and also kick return for a touchdown?
Yeah, the kickoff return for the punt return for a touchdown was fire because it's the first punt that I've ever returned in a game. You know what I mean?
It was probably nerve-wracking.
That was crazy. Yeah. That was crazy. I mean, the most I had done it was at practice. I'd done it in preseason a couple times, but they're all fair catches. Mm-hmm. And at practice, it's coming off a jug, and no one's touching me. But I'm out there like, I could do this. Mm-hmm. I could do this. And I think Emmanuel Sanders went down, and he was our punt returner at the time. Coach was like, hey, you up? I'm like, oh, okay.
Time to go.
How about their first punt? They kick it to the right. It goes out of bounds. But I still caught it. Mm. And that was like just for me.
Just a little practice.
That was for me.
Yeah.
That wasn't for nobody else. I was like, I got to get to this because it's go time. You know what I mean? And then the next punt, house call. And that did a lot for my confidence too. Mm. I was coming off of, I got hurt early in that season. And I was really dealing with a lot mentally because it was my contract year. And I'm like, I got opportunity to play. I got a coaching staff. Gary Kubiak's coaching staff was the staff. Coach John Fox, I love their coaching staff, but I don't think they believed in me like this coaching staff did. You know what I mean?
Keep it real, yeah.
This coaching staff, like, they love me. They love me. And like they were constantly come to me and like, hey, I don't know what happened with the last coaching staff, but like we really see you as a starter in this lineup. You know what I mean? They was telling me that all the time. You know what I mean? And then I got injured early in the season, so that really discouraged me. You know what I mean? So to battle back, I'm obviously not 100%, but I'm trying to get back on the field because it's contract year. Right. Thinking about all these things, like I got to get on the field. I got to play through, and to have a moment like that was big for me. I needed that. I needed that at that time. Yeah. So that was tight. And for the rest of the time, now I'm returning the punts. Yeah. So that's how I ended up, being the, holding, one of the franchise records in the punt return yard average. Mm-hmm. But I wish after that, once we had finished that season, I'm like, man, I wish I was doing it more all season because I was like 2 punts, I think, away from being able to be voted in the Pro Bowl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? So because I had like 5 or 6.
You had to have like a quota.
And you had to have a quota. You had to have a quota to reach it, and I fell short of that. So that was a little disappointing in that sense. And the year before that was I had a great season returning kicks. Great season returning kicks. I didn't score any touchdowns, but I had a couple 70 yards returns. And was just able to spark life for our offense. I've always taken pride in that. Being able to change the momentum in the stadium. I love that. I love that. So
hear the crowd roar.
You feel me? That's a great feeling. So yeah, that was a special time and something like I'm proud to say that I hold, regardless of how long I hold it or held it, was something I'm proud of my time here for sure.
Well, yeah, and it's like what I've been learning a lot from Deion Sanders, the little things matter. I don't know him, but just watching him, the little things matter. So, it's special teams, whatever, right? It's not, you're not the star quarterback, but the kick returns matter. The energy you're bringing on special teams helps set up the offense, like you're saying. So all that stuff's important, especially if you're talking about a Super Bowl championship winning team. Like, everything matters from the janitor on up, bro.
Everything.
So
everything, bro. A special teams play could change,
right,
or like break the game. Seriously, bro. Somebody get out there and give up. Somebody get out there that's on punt and don't take his job seriously, and he give up a blocked punt.
Right.
Changes the whole game. Gets a whole momentum shift. Right? Because one guy didn't want to take it serious because it's not a sexy job.
Right.
Because nobody's glorifying it. Just because nobody glorified don't mean it's not important, bro.
Yeah.
Just because nobody's talking about it don't mean you're not important. You're not important to them. To us, you're a star.
Right.
You're a star. I wish I would have understood that a lot sooner.
I'm sure it was hard.
I wish
especially being around all them stars. I'm sure.
Yeah, and you want to play.
Right.
You want to play. But man, I wish I would have been able to see it from a different perspective, a different lens while I was playing.
Yeah.
Because everybody could star in their role. Everybody could be a star, and you can't be the star.
Right.
Everybody can't be DT. Everybody can't be Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is there one specific moment that stood out to you about Peyton Manning, or like a moment you had with him, or Anything like that really stood out?
I got a funny one with Peyton that was caught on film.
Yeah.
Rookie year. We're playing Carolina. We're playing Carolina in Carolina. And Peyton scrambles. He takes off. And he slides. It's a terrible slide. Yeah. It's a terrible slide. Like,
he was not known for him.
I think like his knee brace might have got caught in the turf. Like,
yeah.
He tried to slide and got stuck. And he came to the sideline. And, you know, I'm a rookie, so like I'm not only I'm a backup. I literally only play special teams. I'm like, so I'm sitting on the bench, and this dude comes over and he sits down. I want to joke so bad.
Yeah.
I want to joke so bad, but I'm like, bro, this is Peyton. Like, I don't know how you gonna take it. Like, I get it off. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, after we get this win, we got to talk about that slide, bro. Yeah. And he joked it off. He like, you know, that's fair, you know. And FX caught that. Ended up being a really funny moment that I still have, you know what I mean, that I could share and save and show the fam one day. But that was a funny moment. Yeah. That was a funny moment. But Peyton is one of the greatest leaders I've ever been around.
Yeah.
Really about his business, super professional, takes his craft serious, more serious than anybody I've ever seen at that position. And just knows how to have a sense of humor. You know what I mean? Like knows how to have he knows how to have a good time when the time is right. You know what I mean? And he knows when it's time to tighten up. He doesn't play that. Like I've had multiple times at practice where we've had to start practice over, not because Coach John Fox said, hey, that wasn't good enough, or Coach Gary Kubiak was like, let's start it over. It's because Peyton didn't like the intensity. You know what I mean? I appreciated that. I'm like, man, that's weak. We got to start practice over, but I get it.
So
let's do it. Yeah. No, it's. I say that all that to say because like going to Chicago, being not around that, it was very clear like why, you know, I had just come from a winning team and this team wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very clear.
Did you feel a lot of pressure being around because it's like you knew he expected the most out of you and like man, I don't know. I just couldn't imagine what that would be like to have such a powerful figure.
You just don't want to let him down.
Team,
you just don't want to let him down. You just don't want to let him down. But it wasn't just Peyton, bro. It was like it's so many great players on the team. You like I just don't want. I don't want to let these guys down, man. I want to make sure that like when my number's called, I'm doing my job. You know what I mean? Or if I make a mistake, like I better make up for that, bro. Like I don't have that kind of luxury to not on this team, bro. We too close.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it did. I mean, I think that was like great pressure though.
Right.
That type of pressure breeded that made diamonds around here. Literally, we got hardware because of that. You know what I mean? From that pressure, and some of that pressure caused other pipes to break. But yeah, that we had the right pedigree on the team for sure.
Yeah, I mean DeMarcus Ware, he hadn't won one yet until 2015, so I'm sure there was a lot of love, like people wanting to win for him and stuff.
He wanted to win. The key to lead wanted to win. I'm thinking about older guys that were on the team. Ryan Clady wanted to win.
Derek Wolf,
he's my class. He's my class. But yeah, my whole class, of course we wanted to win. You know, but yeah, you know when you're around these legends, man, you're like, man, not only do I want to do it for myself, I'm trying to do it for them too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you respect the game, you respect the lineage that's come before you. You know, and you just want to honor it the right way. Like you don't ever want to disrespect the game. I guess if you're around bad leadership, you could do it indirectly.
Right.
We didn't have that opportunity. These guys didn't play that with us. They didn't play that. No, we policed ourselves. And I think that the best teams do that.
Rest in peace, DT. Man. Did you have any moments